Division 5, and the match is gonna start really soon. I'm gonna check, in fact. Okay, we're gonna start the match right now. Good luck and fun to both players. It's gonna be a ZVZ on Darkness Sanctuary, so it should be fun. I haven't seen many games played on the map, so we'll see how this goes. But nonetheless, it should be a really good match. I think I have resolved the issue of my mic, so hopefully you won't hear any static noise from my mic, which is also great. Okay. Okay, sorry about this. In the bottom right, for Team Clarity, we have the blue Zerg Electris. And in the top right, playing for Clan DIKTAT, the orange Zerg, we have Kaiser Crow. Okay. So we'll see what type of synergies they're gonna play. If they're gonna go for a macro build, or if they're just gonna cheese each other. Okay. So it's gonna be a fairly standard opener from both of these players. They're gonna go 17 hatch. Nothing unusual until now. Okay. Nothing really to talk about. So basically they spawn across each other, so the rush distance is a little bit shorter than if they were from the top left and bottom right. So rushes are extremely strong on this map, even like counterattacks maybe. And yeah, we'll see. So their spawning pool is almost the same timing, few seconds difference. A second, I think. So actually we see evolution chamber for Electris. This is fairly common, I think, in ZVZ at this point. Let's see if he's gonna go for the +1 carapace or for the +1 melee attack. Depending for what he goes, will be his strat basically. Okay, he's going for the melee. This allows his Bailings to one-shot drones. And if I'm correct, it one-shots Zerglings as well, even if they have a carapace. I'm not sure though. But basically, it's one-shots Zerglings without any carapace, with the plus melee now. So that will help him in the Link Bane Wars. We don't see the metabolic boost though for his Zerglings. I wonder why he's getting it late though. Oh, okay, yeah. It was for the fast melee attack, that's why. So he's gonna have his metabolic boost a little bit late. Also, we have a Bailingness coming up for Kaiser Crow, so he wants to be the aggressor. But as you can see, they haven't scouted each other yet. Electris has though. Electris has scouted, while Kaiser Crow doesn't know where where his opponent is, so he's just going across. And this is very bad actually for him because he's buying time for Electris to build up and defend. Actually, this is really bad for him. And there he noticed that there's no base there, so he should know that basically that's not where he spawned. But as I said, it's buying Electris some time. His +1 metabolic boost and Bailing Nest are almost done, so if he buys a little bit more time, he should be able to defend. But his links are not in position. The Electris links are not in position to defend. Now they are. But the queen is gonna get picked off, maybe? No, no, he defended it. Oh no, that was a juicy connection there. Oh, and it's a disaster. He lost all his natural drones as well. And I think this is game. He can't recuperate from this. It should be GG. Is he holding? I think he's holding. It all depends on this next attack. How he engages the links and Bailings. Okay, okay, he's held. But now we have a swarm coming from Kaiser. Lots of Zerglings coming across the map, which is very bad because Electris doesn't have any Bailings yet. So this is very bad for him. As you can see, the links from Kaiser have won the engagement. He's trying to pick up the Bailings as well, which should buy him a little bit of more time. Nice one. Control N, okay. Control N. Oh yeah, I'm still new to these commands as well. I'm new to streaming and casting, so I apologize for that. This is very hard to see. It looks like that he's gonna hold, but more links are coming across the map for Kaiser. And he barely holds. He barely holds again. But the supply doesn't lie, guys. I mean, Kaiser Crow is double the supply of Electris. He's on 3 bases as well. And Electris is barely... Actually, I think they're even in drones. No, oh my god, no. He's double the amount of drones actually. So this is very bad for Electris. The only way to come back is for him to have really good engagements with Bailings and push him back. If this keeps up, he's gonna basically kill him without having any more minerals because he will have less drones, less larvae to produce from. I think it's over. I mean, it's 16 drones to 40 now, which is very hard to do, to come back from this. Kaiser is keeping up the pressure. He's continuously producing links, and I think this is the way to go when you're having this advantage. The problem is that Electris didn't have any Bailings and didn't scout the rush coming, so he couldn't prepare, so he took a lot of damage. If he can have these Bailings finish, maybe he can stabilize a little bit. Now he's doing some counter pressure himself. All he needs to do... roaches are out though, I haven't seen that. Yeah, roaches are out, the +1 is coming. The roach speed as well. Another hatchery building up for more larvae. This is really looking bad for Electris now. He was already in a tough spot, but now with these roaches coming out, if he can actually muster a little bit of force with the roaches, the Zerglings won't be able to surround the roaches and actually deflect them, so he should be able to push across the map if he has some static defenses as well, which he's putting them down right now. He's getting his 4th base as well. Electris is trying to stabilize, but with those roaches out, it's gonna be very hard. He needs to try and catch them before they arrive, so he can have surround. but I don't. But he has nearly not enough links to basically do that. So this is very very hard to do. Instead, he's gonna go attack his forward base, and while Kaiser is turning. No, he's very undecisive, but he's gonna go for his opponent's base and try to finish the game there. He figured that he can produce enough roaches to defend, which probably he will. And yeah, I mean Kaiser has been in the lead in the supply um, for most of the game. So it's and in ZVZ it's really hard to play from behind basically. So if you get an early lead in ZVZ, you'll be in really good shape and good form. And GG was called. Good job from DIKTAT Clan Kaiser for the win. And I'm gonna the stream is gonna be BRB for a second. Sorry for my bad English. Until we announce the second player and start the match. So please hold on. Hello and welcome back. We're gonna start with our second match. This is gonna be Kaiser from Clan DIKTAT, the Zerg, against Team Clarity's Dam, Terran, on Catalyst. Okay, in the bottom right, for Team DIKTAT, we have the orange Zerg Kaiser Crow. In the top left, for Team Clarity, we have the red Terran Dam. So this is an old map from the old map pool, so they should be both familiar with the map and the map and the build orders. They should be quite confident on it. So we'll see what they throw out. Okay. So for now, it seems that them is gonna go for a Reaper expand, which is fairly common. It is standard actually. And Kaiser's going for the 17 hatch as usual, and 18 gas, 17 pool. He sent the first Overlord across. I think against Terrans, especially now, it's better to send the Overlord right here from the turret, so that you can see proxy to Rexes. From my experience, it's fairly common these days, so you should be careful for that. But thankfully, them is not doing that for Kaiser. Now we have them scouting the pool and the gas. You should know that this is fairly normal timing. We have the Reaper coming out, and also the orbital has just finished. There's the second command center. He's gonna build it in the spot. Now the job of this Reaper is to keep the links away from getting across the map and deny the expansion. So he has to keep it alive, keep the Reaper alive, and just be annoying with it. That's his job. Are we gonna see a fast third? Is this gonna be a fast third? The drone is just sitting there. We have 4 links to deny the Reaper. He might be able to. No. Okay. Yeah, we have a fast third. I think. Yep. Meh, it's not that fast, so it should be okay. No, I'm not finished, Sparrow. I'm Maltese. We have a factory coming up. As soon as it finishes up, he's gonna switch the barracks with the factory for the reactor, and he's gonna probably go Hellions, which is fairly common, or double Cyclone, which is also very, very strong in this meta. Okay, we have Kaiser pulling out the drones from the gas, which is fairly common after you get the metabolic boost, just to get the extra minerals that you need to macro up. We have the double Hellion coming out as well. Oh yeah, I always forget about this. There you go. Yeah. Is he gonna go with the first 2? Yeah, he is. Okay. He's getting a starport, so this is a 1-1-1 build. Getting the armory as well. Yeah, I can identify this build. It's gonna be a Hellbot push, which is very, very strong. I don't know if he's gonna do 2 Cyclones with it. Usually they do some Cyclones, which is very strong, because the Cyclones take care of the Queens, while the Hellbots take care of the Zerglings. Or any roaches, basically. Okay. We're getting a Medivac out, and you see Kaiser have scouted the push, so he should prepare for this. He should know what's coming. I think he has enough. 4 queens should be enough to push the Hellions away. for now. But more are joined in, so yeah, this is gonna be really, really hard, especially with a medevac, because he can heal them. We have a Bailing Nest coming up for Kaiser, which should deal effectively with the Hellbots. And we have a single Marauder, which helps against the Queen, I think, right? Oh no, it's not armored actually. Yeah, it doesn't do much in this case. He might have thought that he will have any roaches, some roaches. And here we see the Hellbots getting surrounded, but the Lings just melt instantly. The Medivac just keeps the Marauders and the Hellbots alive and allows them to deal a lot of damage. This is a really, really strong push from them actually. He might actually be able to close the game here. He's dealing a lot of damage. He's gonna deny the +1 attack. Actually, he's just gonna get passed into the drone line. Kaiser just needs to buy some time until he gets the Bailings down. Once he gets the Bailings, he should be able to deal with this. But he doesn't even have enough Bailings. 4, I don't think it's enough. Yeah, 4 are not enough. Although he's getting pushed back. No. We have +1/+1 coming out from the Terran. Also, the plus melee attack, the +1 melee attack has been denied. And I think this is the final blow. Yeah, GG. Well played from them. I have noticed that this type of play is coming very regularly, even on ladder. And there are some twists to it as well with cyclones, which is very strong as well, because they deal with roaches pretty effectively. Yeah, you need to scout this, identify the build, which I think he did. I think he scouted even the armory. I'm not sure. So he needed to do the Bailings instantly and more of them, because you can just deal with it with Queens and Zerglings, especially when there are Medivacs. So that concludes our second match. It's 1-1. The score is 1-1 right now, and I'll be back for match 3. So stay tuned. Uh, I'm back, guys, and we're gonna start our third match. It's gonna be a TVT against them against Quink. So it should be fairly interesting, I think, in my opinion. I really like TVT, even though I'm not a Terran. I think the match has evolved um, in so many different ways. And oh, we started. Okay, so at the top left, we have for Team DIKTAT Koink, and at the bottom right we have for Team Clarity Dam Terran as well. So probably we're gonna see some Cyclone Wars in the start, which is fairly common. Um, or if somebody wants to try to be really adventurous, can go for 3 Rex with Stim. Personally, that's my favorite because once you get Stim, you just deny the Cyclone's effectiveness. But it's a really harder style to do because then the opponent will have a much faster tank count, which can punish you basically. So we'll see. But usually it's a 1-1-1 with Cyclones, I think, or 2-1-1 can work as well. We have the double gas going on for both players. The timings, the Rex timing is a little bit better for Quink. And I know it's a couple of seconds, but in mirror matchups, timings are the most important. Because if you can get your stuff faster, you'll have more stuff, basically. That's how it works. But I mean, it's just a couple of seconds, so it shouldn't be that game-changing. We have the Reaper from them coming out, and the Marine for Quink. We already see the differences in the builds. They're both throwing down the factory. I wonder if he's gonna go for a Marine Cyclone push. While them is going for a double Reaper. This is interesting. I get really confused in this matchup because since I don't play Terran, it's like everything is new to me. Okay, we have a reactor going up for the factory for them, and also for Quink. And we have a starport going down for Quink. If them is going for a starport as well, it's gonna be a little bit late, but I think he's gonna go for an expand actually. So it's a double Reaper expand. He's tried to block with the SCV as much as he could to just buy a few seconds, which is fine. But I think the Quink is gonna be the aggressor in this match. I think he's gonna prepare for an attack because he doesn't look that he wants to expand. Or is he doing it now? No. So yeah, Quink is gonna try to do some early damage with Cyclone's Marines. But I think that them is favored here because with the Reapers actually he can just throw the mines and disrupt the enemy's Cyclones, which is very powerful. And we have a Viking coming out for a Quink as well. I'm really interested to see how this is gonna work for them. On paper, this should beat Quink's army just because of the mines. If he can disrupt the Cyclones long enough, he should be able to deal with the Marine Cyclone of his enemy. But we see the defender's advantage here. There's just more stuff for Quink at this stage, so he shouldn't fight. And that's what he's doing. He's gonna go back, rally at his base, and try to defend as much as he can. He should be ahead economically because of his early expansion. So all he needs to do is just defend. If he doesn't lose that much from this push, he might be able to counterattack as well. But this is a really tough position for them, I think. Even though he might... Actually, yeah, he has enough. He has enough. He should get 2 SCVs to repair the Cyclones, in my opinion, because it helps a lot. But as you can see, Koink decided to head back, which I think is the smartest move. We have a Raven coming out as well. Well, not coming out, it's out already. I missed that. And we have the first Viking coming out for them. Since he went for an earlier CC, he didn't have the starport done earlier. So he was losing in that aspect. But now we have a Rex factory with Tech Lab, so he's gonna go for tanks probably. And another barracks on the rear reactor, so it's gonna be a marine tank from now on. We have 2 more barracks coming out for Koink as well. And we have the concussive shells, which gonna help against the cyclones and tanks as well, so they can't retreat. We have Widow Mines as well coming down from them, which can really help actually if they can connect with some marines and killing the marines. That's a huge blow for Koink's army. Stimpak is coming down for them, and Koink is has still not started his yet. So that's very unfortunate, because team timing attacks are really strong, and if you don't have stim, and your opponent does, he's gonna wreck your army, even if you have tanks, because of the mass DPS produced. So now Dem is moving out the map. He's going across the map, and he's gonna meet Koink army, I think. Yeah, he's gonna meet it. They scouted each other. Koink has the air superiority, and with that Raven, anti-armor missile is really huge if you can get a good connection. We have tanks coming out for Dem as well, and he should be able to get his third, I think. Oh no, miss micro there, which is very bad. He lost a couple of units for nothing. The tank is disabled and dead. I think this, yeah, I think this is over now for them, and he called GG. With that miss micro there, the tank got caught. A couple of cyclones as well died, as well of some reapers, which was a very bad engagement from him. But nonetheless, GG, well played from both players, and I'll be right back with match 4. The current score as well, it's 2-1 for Team DIKTAT. And BRB. And I'm back with match 4 between Team Clarity and Team DIKTAT. This time we have a PvT in Lost and Found. This is a new map as well. It's in the new map pool. So it's fairly new, especially with the builds. So we'll see what their choice of builds is gonna be. Okay, in the top right, for Team DIKTAT, we have Koink as the yellow turret. And in bottom left, we have Master for Team Clarity, playing as the blue Protoss. As I said before, this is a new map, so it hasn't been out for a lot of time. So we'll see what their strategies will be like. Such good manners. That's why I love StarCraft from other games. So I'm really curious what their build order is gonna be like. Terran should be a little bit better against Protoss now with the Marauder buff, so maybe they won't all in anymore, but they actually can win straight up fights instead of just going for the 5 Rex all in that they usually do. And I'm really curious if Master's gonna go for Colossi or actually for Disruptors, since now Terran have a higher number of Marauders in their build order. So we'll see. Because not Cyclones, Colossi are really shit against Marauders, so they almost tickle them with lasers. So I would really like to see the Blink Stalker Disruptor build. I really enjoy seeing it, but it's really like hard to pull off as well, and it has like a specific timing that you need to hit before it's useless. We see the Marine trying to kill the probe to deny scout. Master's expanding. It's almost finished. Is he gonna go for a Twilight or for a Robo maybe? Or a Stargate, let's see. They're all good. I like Rotterdam's build as well when going Mass Phoenixes. It can really like get you map control. But I don't think that Master is gonna do that. So it's probably gonna be Twilight and Robo. Yeah, we have the robotics facility down. And probably he's gonna throw down the Twilight as well, which is fairly common. Usually Protoss players go for the early Twilight to get the defensive blink, which has help them to defend against early Marine pushes that might come. There's some miscontrol there with the Adapt and taking a lot of damage that he shouldn't have. We have the second Rex coming up, so it's a 2-1 build. And Cyclones are being made. Nice. More others as well. They should. He's trying to counter heavily the Stalkers, which Protoss players are usually keen to go for. So we'll see how it goes. The Cyclones are out now, so any early aggression with Stalker should be really denied with this. Because the Cyclones and Marauder are really strong. And actually he's gonna push out across the map. And he's out with the Adept, so he should know that this is coming. He needs to chrono boost that Immortal really quickly, because he will need it. Also we have an Engineering Bay coming up. And another Cyclone and Widow Mine. The immortal has finished up, but it's the Sim City. It's very bad. That's very bad, Master. Put your buildings better. Oh, we have the push here. The shield battery is really helping the Protoss player. Ah, he shouldn't have taken that hit. But he should be able to hold now because of the immortal and the shield batteries, which is a very strong um, composition. Basically, they complement each other. He's adding more marines and cyclones, but he decided to push back. He's not gonna try his luck. He switched to Widow Mines now, which is very good for him, I think, because it counters the charge lots once he makes that transition. Unless he's not going for charge lots, obviously. We have another barracks coming up. Tech lab coming down on the factory. Probably he's gonna go for I think siege tanks. +1 is coming down as well. And yeah, and reactor on the starport. It's either gonna be Medivacs or he's gonna go for double liberator. But it should be fairly early for double liberator, so I think it's just for Medivacs at this point. But we have Monster going across the map with a fairly large and scary army, actually. 3 immortals and a sentry. It all depends on those Widow Mines now. He doesn't. No, look out. If Coin can make good connections with the Widow Mines, he should be able to defend this. But theoretically, Master should be able to clear the path without any problems. The problem is that Coin doesn't even have a stim pack yet, which is really scary for him. He really needs to delay for 20 seconds more to get that stim pack and his +1 as well. But Master decided to go back. He doesn't need to actually force the fight. He bought himself time for his turn to finish up. We hear a scan. I think it's just to check the army where it is. Yeah. Oh, for the observer. And I always forget to do the Control N. So he decided to go for Colossi. Which is okay because he's going on Marine Heavy actually. He doesn't have that much Borodas. Bling is halfway done and also Thermal Lance is almost done. 3/4 done. And Master needs to identify that Quenk is going for his third. Because this is a really scary push from our yellow turn. And he sees the War Prison and sees the army for that reason. So he should be able to defend. If he warps in a couple of sentries and he can force field, it will be gold for him. Oh, the Colossus is... this is really hard to look at. If he had a couple of sentries, he could have hold down really easily and not lose all that stuff. It is looking bad for our blue Protoss player here. One Colossus goes down, the second Colossus is going down. The shield batteries are going down as well. And there's no more gateways to produce, and GG is called. I think if he had a couple of sentries, he could have force fielded the ramp, cut off half of the units and deal with that. So he can't just stim onto his army. And that would have went much better, I guess. Also, disruptors. I think disruptors are a much better choice in this case because you can just go on the map, fire a couple of shots, get back, fire a couple more, you know, and just wear him down. But it's hard to do, I guess. But well played from both players, nonetheless. So now it's me up against Koink, so it's gonna be a TVZ. And I have to choose a map. Unfortunately, I'm not feeling any confident on any of these maps remaining. So, let's see. I think it's gonna be a Dreamcatcher from me. Let's see how this goes. Probably I won't be able to comment a lot because I will be trying to concentrate, but I'll try to do my best nonetheless. So now it's a 3-1 situation. If they win this match, uh, they win the series 4-1. Or if I beat him, I can try to go for a reverse all kill. No, it's not an all kill actually. Well, for the reverse kill. We'll see. Okay. He needs a couple of seconds to get ready, and we should start really soon. Unfortunately, I'm not feeling any confident against Theron these days. They are spicing some things up in the build order, and I'm finding it really hard to deal with it. So hopefully I learned from my mistakes from yesterday's matches and today's ladder as well, and maybe I can bring a win. We'll see how it goes. I think this is a pretty good map for the Terran though, because of the siege tanks positions on this map. But unfortunately I don't feel any confident in the other maps. 16-bit is very strong. It's a very bad map for Zerg in my opinion, because of the three bases, how they are located, the awkward 4 base position, and also the distance that there is between the maps. I mean the bases, which makes it really hard for Zerg to defend all positions and from drops. And redshifts, I don't really like the map, even though it's very linear. So this is the only map that I feel a little bit confident playing on, and that I have some experience on ladder. I'm still waiting for Koink to be ready. Okay, he's ready, so we can start. Good luck, have fun, and let's have a good game. And hopefully I win. Okay. I apologize from now if I don't do a lot of commentary. But I hope that you will have a nice, that you guys will see a nice game.
Not enough minerals. We need more money.
Minerals.
Not.
Mine more minerals.
You can't buy stuff on credit in this game.
We require more overlords.
We must
These overlord positions are really important, just to check any early shenanigans from the turret. But I hope that it's gonna be like a fairly normal ZVP. I mean ZVT. We'll see.
We need more money.
Minerals.
Not enough minerals.
You have not enough minerals.
Money, 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 money. You need more minerals.
In my day, we mined 8 minerals at a time. We require more minerals.
A new queen has emerged.
Oh, I'm playing really slow today.
You need more minerals.
In my day, we mined 8 minerals at a time.
Need more energy.
Unacceptable.
Spawn more overlords.
We require more overlords. Evolution complete.
I'm not sure if he has expanded yet. If he hasn't, this is gonna be really bad for me. And also, I'm not sure what he's going for. If he's going for a Liberator, I need to prepare.
Not enough energy.
Okay, so it's gonna be a Banshee, I think. Or else you wouldn't need the...
Not enough minerals.
Okay,
We need
might
more
be a
money.
Banshee, I'm not sure.
Minerals.
Probably it's gonna be a Viking first, just to deny my scout. Okay. Gonna do these defensively first.
You need more minerals.
In my day, we mined 8 minerals at a time.
I'm really scared because I don't really know what he's what he's doing. Okay, so he actually has an expansion, so I'm a little bit behind actually now,
Our forces are under
but it
attack.
should be okay.
Whoa.
Spawn more overlords. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Insufficient Vespene gas. You require more Vespene gas.
Pull my finger, Artosis. We must spawn more overlords.
We require more minerals.
A new queen has emerged.
You're under attack. Siege up.
Your forces are taking damage.
Insufficient.
Your forces are under attack. Evolution.
We require more minerals.
Mutation complete.
You have not enough minerals.
Money, 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 money.
We require more minerals. Evolution complete.
Not
Unacceptable command. You're engaging the opponent.
You need more mineral. Mineral field depleted. We need more money. That mineral field's gone. Don't.
That field's been mined out. Hope you have an expansion.
Should be able to push him back, which is very good for me. Oh my god, I can't fucking click today.
Not enough. We must spawn more overlords. Mineral field depleted.
Okay, he's setting up
We require more overlords.
his base. So what I want to do here now, it's a little bit different.
Spawn more overlords.
Okay, so he sees my army.
We require more overlords.
We need more money.
Minerals.
You need more mineral.
And this is looking very bad for me. Yeah, I lost the engagement.
You're under attack. Siege up. Ins-
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Oh, he's coming, I need to prepare. I need many more bailings.
Mineral field depleted. A new queen has emerged. We must spawn more overlords.
Oh shit.
Our forces are under attack.
Your forces are
Your
taking
drones
damage.
are under attack.
This is looking very bad for me. I think I've lost actually.
You're
He got
engaging
me
the
out
opponent.
of position.
They're attacking your base, you know. Your forces are under attack. Mineral field.
Hey, your base is under attack.
It's a trap. Hey, your base is under attack, man.
Yeah, it's over. Well played to them. There's nothing that I can do now.
Your warriors have engaged.
So this is a DIKTAT victory, 4-1. Well played to them, and I'll see you guys next time when we have more matches coming up. Maybe we'll have some more next week. I'm not sure. But until then, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. And I see you guys next time.